Hi. This year you've undoubtedly seen changes to your school, work, and social life in an attempt to deal with the current health situation facing the world. Mizzou Alternative Breaks is no different, and we have a couple of changes we'd like to tell you about. First off, our mission hasn't changed. We are still a service program designed to cultivate active citizenship through its service experiences. We aim to help students gain a wider perspective of the world and grow within their community. Normally, this is done through weekend trips that travel throughout the state and week-long trips that go outside the state and sometimes even outside the country. But given the current health situation around the world and university guidelines, we've had to change this structure.
Even with the changes that COVID-19 has brought, we still have the opportunity to serve safely in a variety of ways. We will now be serving in Columbia for our weekend trips and also in our hometowns during our week-long trips. At the very least, we ask that everybody wear their masks and maintain social distancing at all times, and also adhere to any other policies their service sites have in place to keep everybody safe. We will also have a variety of opportunities to serve as an MAB family, both in person and virtually throughout the semester. And with all of this requires everybody to be Gumby and also to change up the curriculum.
As a result of COVID-19, we've implemented a Bring It Home theme this year for MAB. With this theme, our site leaders and participants have the opportunity to participate in a service event here in Columbia and during their respective season in their hometowns. After they serve in their hometowns, they will bring their experience back here to Columbia, henceforth the name Bring It Home. We've also made a few changes to our curriculum, hopefully for the better of our site leaders and participants. We can't wait to share these changes with you all.
While we are unable to travel during this time, there's still plenty of service to do right here in our own community. This year, our fall service weekend will be on the weekend of November 7th, right here in Columbia. All that we ask is that you complete a total of 7 hours of service throughout the weekend. Whether that be all in one day or over the course of the weekend is completely up to you and your site leaders. We require all service sites to abide by the university's COVID-19 prevention guidelines. This includes wearing face coverings at all times and maintaining social distancing. We want the weekend to be fun and safe for everyone.
Each and every one of our community partnerships within the United States and abroad hold a very special place within the heart of MAB. Unfortunately, we are unable to travel to our service sites this year, leaving many partnerships without the normal service work MAB provides. However, MAB as a whole still values and cherishes the relationship with these partnerships, and therefore we are doing everything we can to provide service and continue growing these partnerships. MAB is taking action and reaching out to former partners to seek ways to provide virtual volunteer opportunities for students to continue to serve our various communities around the globe. We plan on building a database for virtual volunteer opportunities and will encourage students to continue to support and serve these incredible organizations in whatever way we can until travel resumes. Although it will not be exactly the same, we will be Gumby and bring on the new opportunities with a smile on our face and the love for service in our hearts.
This year, as Thanksgiving and winter break participants, you have the amazing opportunity to be included in a two-part experience. First, you all will craft a service project catering to a need that you all find in Columbia. Make sure to be creative and make this project your own.
Part 2 of MAB trips will consist of both site leaders and their participants bringing their MAB service focus home with them. The week will begin with a virtual kickoff event hosted by MAB on each season's departure day. Each morning, there will be a motivational check-in with site leaders and their participants, as well as a nightly reflection over Zoom for trips to regroup and reflect on the day together. During the day, each participant will be serving in their respective hometown. Throughout the week, MAB will be hosting various virtual educational opportunities that potentially will include a panel of community leaders, service-focused experts, and more. These are all optional, of course. The week of trips will conclude with a virtual post-trip reunion to reflect on the week of service.
Since we are keeping everything local this year, there will be no participant fees or fundraising. Because of this, participants will be responsible for their own transportation, whether it's driving themselves or carpooling with other students. Participants will also need to provide their own lunch when necessary. It is MAB's expectation that all trips will observe the university's COVID policies for wearing a mask and practicing social distancing. More info for COVID guidelines can be found at renewal.missouri.edu.
We are so excited to see our site leaders and participants continue to be active citizens through our Bring It Home plan, but eventually we hope to serve communities outside of Columbia again. MAB has developed future phases for reopening the program. We'll be limited to serving within Columbia and within each student's hometowns for fall 2020, but when it's deemed safe to resume travel, we will expand to reintroduce weekend trips within Missouri, week-long trips to States Boarding, Missouri, week-long trips within 20 hours away from Columbia, then finally international trips while taking precautions and following all necessary travel guidelines.
How do you join MAB? Apply at breaks.missouri.edu/join.